Okay, so one of the first things I wanted to ask you was about some of the recent changes in the government and I suppose the attitude to non-essential public bodies. So clearly one of the bodies that's of interest to you is the Carbon Trust. So what's the importance of the Carbon Trust, and why should we keep it, basically?
Well, I've been wondering about the same question over the last 10 years. We got involved in green IT and helping companies reduce their impact on the environment by reducing the waste of energy through IT equipment just over 10 years ago. And we really have had no interaction with the Carbon Trust. We are hugely successful. We're a UK company. We've saved our clients over $360 million worth of energy. And a lot of our sales come from the US. So we are a big exporter of technology. And yet, with the Carbon Trust, we've really failed to be able to engage with them at a business level. Wonderful people. I think they've done a great job in advertising and actually talking to consumers about reducing, and businesses about reducing their impact on the environment. In terms of real work that they've done with especially high-tech firms, certainly in IT, I think it's been pretty limited.
Okay, and so another government initiative that's now come into law this year is the Carbon Reduction Commitment. So this year we're in the baseline creation phase, when so nobody's actually being audited until next year. But there's been a lot of critics of this, saying that it doesn't explore the complex supply chains of real businesses, and that it's very easy to effectively outsource your carbon footprint. What's your opinion on that?
Well, I actually think the carbon reduction commitment is vital for the UK, in playing its part in reducing our impact on the environment. The reason for that really is because I think it significantly increases the awareness of the problem, and that we have to do something about it. Businesses often are quite apathetic about actually making a difference in terms of the greater good, but they certainly understand that they have to comply with regulation, with law, and of course many businesses want to do the right thing as well. Now, I think CRC just gives us all of these in one go. And certainly with large businesses, they do have a significant impact. And we've really seen a lot of very large businesses take a step themselves because they want to be seen to be doing the right thing to their shareholders. But CRC brings this added dimension, which is the law itself. And certainly as time passes, we think businesses will not only comply with the basic CRC guidelines as they stand today, but actually will want to do more.
Okay. One of the changes that we're actually seeing in the industry at the moment is the cloud. And people have talked about this. This is going to fundamentally change how the IT department works and how applications are delivered and used. And you've mentioned to me that it sort of facilitates the benchmarking of an efficient department. So how do you think we're going to see companies' internal IT departments change?
Well, there are many reasons why we should all be excited about the cloud. The reason we are is because we are on this quest to make our clients run the most efficient IT departments, whether they themselves are a consumer of IT or they are a supplier of IT services. And those efficiencies come in many different guises, such as using the appropriate and the right amount of hardware, not wasting hardware, software licenses. There's a lot of waste in software licenses today. We're all aware of shelfware. The amount of energy we waste through IT, and also the amount of time we spend on things that should be automated. I mean, a lot of people are going to be going to Windows 7 over the next year, and yet they'll be consuming a huge amount of time on this migration. What one is all about is actually helping organizations reduce this. And I think what cloud is going to do is cloud's going to show IT departments how inefficient they are. Because if you can buy a service through a cloud provider that's significantly cheaper and potentially has much better performance and provides many more features that are not available, And then, of course, the business is just going to turn around to the IT department and say, well, actually, these guys can do it a lot cheaper than you. Give me the same performance and do it at the same price, or we are going to the cloud provider. And suddenly, IT departments are having to become even more efficient than they are today. And certainly, I think there's a play for a new space in the IT market, which is purely about efficiency.